Hey guys, Key here. Thank you for tuning in today. If you are just now joining us, this is actually day 3 of a 5-day series in which I am walking you through the 5 steps of the style alignment framework that I utilize with all of my clients. So if you're just now joining, I am Kiana, or Key with Styles by Key. I am a personal stylist and fashion consultant in the Kansas City area. And I work with entrepreneurs who are looking to align their personal style with their personal brand. So often as entrepreneurs, our business calls us to pivot, calls us to accelerate, calls us to enter new rooms, and sometimes our style gets left behind. And when that happens, we can sometimes feel friction or feel that imposter syndrome feeling of, I'm in this room and I don't belong. And sometimes that requires a little bit of a mindset shift. So I utilize psychology-informed styling to really get at the heart of understanding our style identity and working to align that with what season your business is in today. Not with who you were last year, not with where you want to be in 2, 5, 10 years from now, but what season your business is in right now and where your business is asking you to evolve. And we're really looking at that mindset shift to help the brain catch up with where your business is in regards to style. Step 1 is to clarify. Step 2 is to audit. And if you're like, what does that even mean? I've got 2 videos before today that are really breaking down those 2 steps. So we have clarified, we have audited, say that 5 times fast. And now it's time to align. So this is a huge step, but this is a very introspective step. So this requires a lot of reflection internally and a lot of just kind of really being honest with yourself. And when I'm working with clients, this is when I'm challenging them a little bit to dig a little deeper and really understand what step 1 and step 2 means and how it relates to where your style is going. So we've taken the time to identify our style goals, to identify some of our style struggles, to identify what our style has always been and identify where our business is at. And then we've taken the time to assess what our wardrobe is telling us. You know, what are our statement pieces? What are our signature pieces that really make us feel like us? And the alignment part is when it all kind of comes together. So, and this step, when we are aligning, this is where the detox happens. If we are really feeling like we need to get rid of items, we need to ditch some items from our wardrobe, this is where we do it. So this step is all about aligning where our style is, where our wardrobe is, and where we want to take our personal style. So if it is not aligned with you, if it is damaged, if you are telling yourself, you know, if I just lose those extra 5 pounds, I'll be able to fit that item. No, we're letting go of all of that in this step, because to feel good when you walk into your closet, to feel good and confident in those rooms your business is calling you to walk into, you need that alignment piece. It does us no good to hold on to those pieces that remind us where we're not, right? And holding on to that, if I just lose 5 pounds, I might be able to fit it, piece is not allowing us to look into our closet and say, this is me, this is where I am right now, and this piece makes me feel good. So there are a couple of prompts that I really work through with my clients in this step, and it's really assessing how we want to feel. How do you want to feel when you walk into that new room? How do you want to feel when you are showing up and creating content every day? How do you want to feel whenever you walk out of the house? You know, for instance, today I chose this piece. This piece makes me feel very vibrant, very playful. It's one of the pieces that really excites me for spring, just because there's so many colors that you can do in it. So it makes me feel really happy. It makes me feel really playful. And that's how I wanted to feel today when I was making this content. So this step is really asking you to align how you want to feel with what your style goals are, which is why I put the detox piece in this step. We're really reflecting, especially on those pieces I had you identify in the second step, the audit step. We're reflecting, does this represent what season my business is in? Does this represent what season I'm in personally? Really just seeing, you know, you could have these statement pieces and have these signatures, but if they are not aligned, then that's going to be part of that friction you're feeling, part of that feeling like an imposter syndrome whenever you walk into the room. And we want to negate that, right? Sure, there's a sense of fake it till you make it. Sure, there's a sense of your business is calling you into these rooms, so you're meant to be there. But style as a tool, as a form of self-expression, is also another way we can fake it till we make it. You know, we might not have the experience or have been in this stage of our business for a long period of time, but you got there for a reason, right? And now we need to feel like it. And that's what this step is really all about. So, like I said, there's not a lot of physical steps, but a lot of introspection. This is where we're assessing, do those signature pieces really align with where I'm going? Do these statement pieces really speak to how I want to feel when I walk into the room? We can't understand where we're going if we don't understand where we've been, if we don't understand what our wardrobe is telling us. And sometimes when we are just so quick to audit the closet and then detox and then buy the new clothes, we're missing that piece of alignment. We're missing that piece of, how does it make me feel? How do I want to feel? And that's why this step is so huge, it's so important. I literally made my whole framework around this step, because without that alignment piece, it's so hard to feel authentic. It's so hard to know where you're going. It's so hard to say, you know what, my business might be calling me to do some things that are outside of my comfort zone, but I feel good in the clothes that I'm wearing. I feel good in the person that I am. I feel good in the experience and all the things I've done in my business to lead me to this room that I'm walking in. That maybe it's new, but I look good, so I feel good, and I'm walking in with that confidence. And that's really what the style alignment framework is all about. It's really getting you to that point where you are walking in, no matter what room, no matter where your business takes you, you're walking in with confidence and just who you are, because you're authentic. You're showing up authentically and confidently, and all of that will show through if you're giving a pitch, if you are in the middle of a meeting, if you are making content in which you have to show up as the expert. All of those things are going to show through if that alignment piece is there. But anyways, if this is resonating to you, if you want to ask me some more questions, please feel free to reach out, and all of the links are going to be in the description. If you just want to get to it and see what I have to offer, I've got the link to my website. I actually am hosting a workshop that walks you through the 5 steps, and a little bit more immersive than the video series I'm doing, in which I'm really breaking down some of the activities that I do with my clients. I'm giving you the prompts that I ask my clients to allow that self-reflection and that introspective time to give ourselves that alignment. I am breaking down some of the activities I do in your wardrobe. If you're curious about that, hop on over to my website. That's going to have the most information on the workshop. And if you just want to learn a little bit more about me, or you want to just have some easy breezy dialogue, go hop on over to my Instagram. And if you're really curious on services, you want to skip through all of that, then I do offer a free style consultation. No matter what, style consultation is just going to be 30 minutes of uninterrupted time where it's just you and me identifying what some of your issues are and kind of assessing maybe where you're at in your style journey, where you're at in your business, and what service or what method of services is going to be best for you. And like I said, that is a free style consultation. I offer that no matter what. And you can find that link in the description. So stay tuned for step 4. That's really where some of the fun happens. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and talk to you later. Bye guys.